Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. It feels like Monday today because yesterday my dad was home from work because I told you guys he had to take my mom to that appointment. So like today just feels like Monday. And also too, we're not going to the grocery stores on Thursday this week because of St. Patrick's Day. We're going to be going on Friday. So that's why also too, like, it's gonna feel like everything in the week is like a day behind, sort of. But honestly, guys, one thing I have to say about this week so far, it has been absolutely beautiful outside. It's like, I think 50 or 60 the last like 2 days at least. Saturday was sort of chilly out. Like when we went to the grocery stores, I remember, like I said, being still sort of bundled up. Today I was in 3/4 sleeves. I went and took the dogs out like in like mid-afternoon sort of. Like early afternoon sort of. I ended up taking him outside. Oh my gosh, guys, it was beautiful out there. I was walking around, I was looking at all of our little snowdrops are coming up right now. They're so cute. And there's bumblebees all over them, which is also like super amazing because you know, that means that they're, you know, up from the winter and everything, which is awesome. But I don't really know if they're like bumblebees. I think they're more honeybees probably, or some type of like I said, sort of, they look like honeybees to me. So that's, like I said, so awesome that they are all getting their, you know, like, their breakfast sort of after, you know, like I said, their long winter sleep. So, anyways, guys, yes, it is just like been beautiful out. But today I woke up sort of late. It is currently not even 11 o'clock. I've already got my teeth brushed. Jack is going to bed early tonight because, my mom has like a work thing that she's going to tomorrow, and so Jack is gonna have to walk to school, so he's like, I want to go to bed early. Like, he wanted to be in bed, you know, sort of asleep at least no later than probably like 10:30, like wanted to be in bed by like 10 o'clock or so. So it was, like I said, you know, he went to bed sort of early, so I was like, you know what, we stayed up to watch the end of the Hawks game, which I think ended like 10-10 or something like that, because it did go into overtime. And so he stayed up just to watch the very end of that, got all his stuff, and then went to bed. But I was like, you know what? He's in bed. I was like, everybody else is asleep in bed. Why not? You know, like, I might as well go to bed too. Or at least, like, here's the thing, is that what I'm gonna do is take a shower right now. Now, if I don't feel tired enough to fall asleep, I'm gonna watch TV. But what I'm hoping is that what'll wind up happening a lot of times is that I wait to take a shower until I feel tired enough to go to bed, instead of a lot of times taking a shower, because it's, for me, so associated with like going to bed, because I always take a shower before I go to bed, you know, and then I normally get tired after I take a shower. And so I feel like if I take a shower now, I might actually be surprised that I might actually like be tired enough to fall asleep when I get in bed. So like I said, I'm going to do that now. And again, if I don't, I'm gonna just stay up and watch TV, and then maybe in an hour or two I'll actually be tired enough to fall asleep, versus again, like by again like midnight actually being tired enough to go to bed, being like, okay, now I have to take a shower, and then still not actually falling asleep after I take a shower and get in bed. So I'm hoping that like I said, winds up tiring me out maybe, and I'll actually be surprised that I'm tired enough to go to bed when I get in bed after I take a shower. But I was insanely productive today. I almost spent no time doing like anything else because, like I said, of how late I sort of woke up today, other than when I watched the Hawks game. Once the Hawks game was on, I was like, you know what, I finished with everything else. I deserve time to not have to do anything. I went over in detail. My grocery list for this week is done, everything but Jewel, because I have to wait till tomorrow when the actual sales start to see all the coupons that they have available, to then load those, and then I will officially be done with my grocery list. But I have that written in my planner too. I make my grocery list today, I finish it tomorrow. So that way, if I didn't like do everything today, I can always finish it tomorrow. Or two, if there's anything that I need to look over, like my meal plan for the week too, because I do my grocery list and my meal plan at the same time. So if there's anything that I need to check, like, oh, do we have this ingredient, or do we have that, or whatever, if I need to check that, then I can do that, you know, and again, still give myself time tomorrow to finish my grocery list. I thought I'd actually share with you guys my meal plan for this week, or this coming week. I know it's only Tuesday of this week, but it's actually for next week, because I do my stuff like so far in advance that, like I said, I'm already planning for like next next week already. But as far as, like I said, like the grocery stuff goes, I finished all of that and made my meal plan and went over, like, updated my freezer dinner list that I have, my freezer, you know, all the stuff I have in the freezer. I have that sort of master list that I made. I updated all that, the stuff that I've used so far this week and the stuff I plan on using next week. And then also to, I ended up doing dishes and laundry. I got to like 2 loads of laundry today. I did dishes. Everything's loaded up and it's like half empty right now, so I can wait till all of the other dishes I dirty tomorrow to be able to run it. I cleaned the bathroom and the hallway, like sort of, you know, deep clean the shower, toilet, sink, floors, dusted, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then I also ended up getting to editing and uploading today too. So like I said, I got a ton of stuff done. So by the time the Hawks game came on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be done. I'm going to just, you know, like I said, get to the things that, you know, like just relax, because I got to all the things I needed to for today. So as far as my meal plan goes for this week, I've got my planner. So because it's going to be so nice, it's going to actually, looks like it's going to be sunny and not rain on Monday, and it looks like it is going to be warm, like 60s on Monday. I decided we are going to grill and do pork chops because there are pork chops on sale at Valley Produce this week, and I have 1 bag of frozen pork chops for the grill that are just like in marinade. I think I honestly probably made them like fall, like, you know, last fall. So I want to use those ones up before I freeze more of them, just so that I don't get confused either and be like, oh, I don't know, you know, which ones were the new ones or which one was the older one. So I want to use that up so that, like I said, when I do, I'm going to do probably 3 packs of pork chops. I'm going to buy 2 packages, and normally there's about like 6 or so in each. So normally I wind up freezing that and doing 4 pork chops in each and 3 packages of 4 pork chops. If that's how it is, or sometimes it's like 8 pork chops, but like I said, it sort of depends. Like I said, however many there are, that's what I'm going to freeze, and how big they are also depends too. But that's going to be my only meat really that I'm buying for this week. Again, depending on what's going on at Jewel for this week. But that's why I want to use that up. So I plan on doing that with those boxed potatoes that I got from Jewel. Like, I think they're either the scalloped, or I think that we got scalloped potatoes. And that's just, again, because pork chops and potatoes I feel like go really well together. And I don't really have anything else that's like grill related, like macaroni salad or anything like that. Or any like boxed anything like that either too, that I can make sort of quickly. But like I said, I feel like the potatoes will go really well still, like with grilling sort of and stuff like that. So, and I might wind up doing like what's it called, like hamburger, like meatless hamburgers, patties for myself on Monday as well. Then on Wednesday, I'm going to do one of those boxes of fish and chips, because I have 2 boxes of those. Each package has 6 like of the fish patty, not patties, but like the fish, not fillets either, I don't really know, the like, you know, fish part of the fish and chips. Each box that I got has 6 of them. I have 2 boxes worth, and so I'm going to do probably 3 of them. If they're sort of smaller though, I might wind up going with 4, because like my mom will probably only eat 1 anyway if she winds up eating it, and Jack and my dad then can have like 1.5. And then all I need to get for that is the chips, or like, you know, the potato fries sort of. And I'm going to do green beans with that, because green beans are on sale this week. And then that's for Wednesday. Thursday I'm doing my normal barbecue chicken sandwiches, just because I try and rotate those every other week so they don't get too crazy monotonous, but I do have a lot. I had like 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that frozen in the freezer, and so I want to use up some of those. I think I'm down to like 8 now, and if I use this one up this week, we'll be down to 7, which is nice. And again, rotating those every other week, but because Thursdays normally are the day I go to the grocery store, and this week will be like, this coming week will be on Thursday, so I just do something that I can just do really easy and fast, and again, I don't have to like babysit or anything like that, or need to make sure that I am like cooking it or whatever. whatever. And so that's why on Thursday I normally just do something that's sort of simple, and can be made ahead of time. And then too, like if we wind up leaving late, I can just shred the chicken, throw the barbecue sauce in there, and then pull out hamburger buns and serve it to people before we even leave. It's not something like I have to be like, okay, well now we have to wait for an hour for it to be done cooking in the oven, or you know, I have to add extra special stuff to it if it's a different type of slow cooker meal, or like whatever it might be. That's why for that I normally do that, like something easy like that on Thursday. I think maybe the following week I might wind up doing like meatball sandwiches, which I did a while ago, but I'm gonna probably do another bag of those as well. So that'll be on Thursday, along with I have 2 packages of frozen, like I think it's broccoli and cauliflower in like a cheese sauce, just like the frozen packets from like the boxed ones from Green Giant, I think it is. And that's just like, because again, I don't have to babysit that, I can just throw it in the microwave, and it's an easier side dish. But we'll always have like salad also too every week as well, so that's, like I said, just another quick sort of thing that we can do. And then Friday I'm going to do slow cooker chicken. I believe that the recipe was actually one that I got. They had like these not bottles, they were like boxes, and it was like all of the like ingredients, or like it was like the sauce sort of, I think, and then maybe you added like a couple extra ingredients or maybe frozen vegetables, something like that, and the chicken. I think it's very similar to like a chicken pot pie, which again I just made this week, so I was actually going to make it this week as well, and then was like, you know what, I probably want to switch that up just a little bit because I want to have very similar like recipe back-to-back days. So like I said, I think that's similar to it. I want to just double check to see if I need to do it with biscuits, because I think it's maybe one of those ones where you do it like with biscuit and then you just sort of pour, you know, like the chicken slow cooker stuff, you know, over the top of it, and you can do it like that way, because there's a recipe that I have that's very similar that's like a slow cooker pot pie, and you just actually do it with like, instead of having the chicken pot pie, or it's like a pot pie soup sort of, so instead of having the pie part, you just do it with like biscuits. And so that day I'm going to do with asparagus as well, because asparagus is on sale this week. Plus we've also got cantaloupe and pineapple on sale as well, so that'll just be extra like fruit that we can have as well, you know, for like sort of snack stuff as well. Like whenever there's any type of vegetables or fruit really that's cut up, I normally wind up putting it out with dinner anyway, because again, my mom really likes pineapple, but sometimes she does not go into the refrigerator to specifically seek out the pineapple, so if I put it out with dinner, then she'll wind up having some for herself. Or again, sort of the same thing, like Jack and my dad actually don't really like cantaloupe. Me, my mom, and Matthew are really the only ones that like cantaloupe, but I'm sort of the same way. If there's cantaloupe in the fridge, I don't go and seek it out. I will only have like, I'll pick at it sometimes if we have it sitting out with dinner. Matthew personally absolutely loves it. Like when we have cantaloupe and he's home, he will eat through the entire thing of, you know, like I said, if I cut it up. So that is what it looks like for next week as far as my meal plan goes, because like I said, I thought I'd just share that with you guys and sort of to like my plan and my ideas for like using things up. The other thing I want to double check is to see if we have like sort of like fries. Like I don't really know what type of fries to use. I would sort of normally, when I've made like fish and chips, I normally do more like the steak fries sort of, but those ones are normally more flavored, and so like I don't really know, but either way I'm gonna, like I said, find something similar to that. Which I thought was sort of funny, because I've been getting those like the fish fillet things and like those ones and the fish sticks and everything like that. I think I got them for like $3.25 or whatever. It's funny because they at Jewel they actually have pre-made fish like fillet sandwiches for $2.99, and I was like, when I got a, I think it was 10-pack or whatever, something like that, worth of the, you know, fillets was literally what one sandwich at Jewel, like pre-made sandwich, cost. And I was like, I can do that way cheaper, including the, like, you know, basically the buns and the tartar sauce and, you know, like cheese. You add cheese to fish? I don't really know. It's been so long since I've eaten like fish at all, especially fish fillets like sandwich. That and like lettuce I think you add sometimes too. But you know, definitely for that price I could, like, it would be way less than that per sandwich. When I look at it sort of from a different point of view, as like, oh, I felt like, you know, maybe that wasn't the best price or wasn't the best sale. And then like I said, when I sort of look at it and go, $2.99 for one sandwich, like that's probably again what like McDonald's Filet-O-Fish cost. Probably very similar to that price as well. And when you look at, like, I got a whole box of them for pretty much what one sandwich costs. That will feed, again, can do about 10 sandwiches with, including like buns and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's, you know, like when you boil it down to the actual cost, and it's a very fast, sort of easy, simple thing to do. So like I said, when I sort of look at that, I'm like, that is a really good deal. Like, it's much cheaper per, like, you know, sandwich basically. And that's why I don't mind paying for that kind of stuff, even though, again, when it looks like, wow, I spend a lot of money, or, you know, like, oh, that's sort of like, you know, cheap food or whatever. It's not cheaper buying fast food or buying takeout or buying, again, pre-made sandwiches from the actual grocery store, which probably use pretty similar sandwiches, you know, and like fish to the ones that they actually have at the store anyway. Like, they might wind up just actually opening up the box and using the ones from the exact same manufacturer that we just bought for a fraction of the cost that we can make our own sandwiches with. So like I said, you know, like when I look at it that way, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And again, that kind of stuff is easy meals for me to make. Just throwing the fish and chips onto a baking sheet and throwing it in the oven, again, that is so much cheaper than what I would have to buy somewhere else. Does it taste as great as like actual like fish fry or something like that from somewhere else? Probably not, but you know, like actual like restaurant quality food. But you know, a lot of times, like especially my mom says too, like those shrimp, those like beer battered shrimp or butterfly shrimp, whatever I've been buying her, she's like, this is so worth it. She keeps claiming that they taste just like this place that my grandparents used to take her to when she was little, and she used to order like the, you know, they used to go maybe for like a fish fry thing or something like that, but she said they used to go like almost every Friday, and she said they're just like reminding her of like her childhood basically, because they taste so similar and they just remind her so much of it. And so like I said, that's why, again, to me, like, and she uses like only the half of the box every time that she goes to have some, you know, again, it's so much worth it to me to spend not that much money on, like I said, that kind of stuff. But and having a meal plan and all that kind of stuff as well, where again, in the grand scheme of things, is a lot cheaper than getting takeout or restaurant food or, you know, fast food, whatever. But again, for me, it's just all about like saving more money and everything like that. So again, guys, I'm just, you know, I thought I'd just share with you guys my meal plan, and I think that it is important to have a meal plan to make sure you stick to that, so that then again too, you don't wind up like being like, oh, well, I'm going to, you know, like get takeout because I didn't know what to get, or like, oh, I don't know what we have or whatever, you know, and I don't know how to make that into something, or I don't have the right ingredients for that or whatever. That's why, like, at least for me, it is most important for me to use my planner, and most important for me to use my meal plan as well. And sticking to my planner too is helpful, because I stick to that and then see my meal plan and make sure that I stick to that as well. And that's one of the other things though, is that I really need to start using up some of the freezer stuff, because again, there's a lot of deals that I've been getting on frozen stuff and a lot of freezer meals that I can make, but I just don't have the room for it right now. And so that's why I'm trying to get a lot of those older ones though rotated out. Like I said, the barbecue chicken, some of the other ones that I've made that are older, just because I want to use, like I said, use those up. I don't want to worry about all the older ones that are out there, because it is tough to keep things rotated when, you know, like I said, there's a lot of like the old stuff, and I'm just, you know, knowing what's the new stuff that's out there, which is why also having my master list of all of my freezer stuff out there is also very helpful too, so I can keep things in rotation and using the older stuff up as well. So anyways, guys, yes, I need to take a shower now and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog, though. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.